Sure. You want me to do it now?
Hi, Mike, go ahead.
Hi, this is Ray, the promo man, owner of Perfect Promotions, and you are listening to the Lake Forest podcast.
Boom, fireworks. Love it. Welcome to the Lake Forest podcast, a podcast about the lovely city of Lake Forest, featuring topics like local news, sports, music, people, and food. My name is Pete, and I'm joined with my co-host, Scoo Walker. How you doing, Scoo?
Doing good today, Pete. How are you?
Absolutely fantastic.
Beautiful day.
Oh, it's gorgeous, gorgeous. The lawns do not need watering. Stu and I both live in Lake Forest, and one of the goals of the podcast is to help out our local businesses by putting a spotlight on them. Today, we're joined by Ray Billock, owner of Perfect Promotions, or Promo Man, I should say. Let's chat with Ray and see what's the latest at Perfect Promotions. Ray, thanks for coming on the show with us.
Thank you for having me.
Promo Man.
Absolutely.
Oh, man. Tell us about Promo Man, Ray.
Well, it's when I put the company together, my company's name is actually Perfect Promotions, and I could not get that as a website because somebody else already had it. So I found promoman.net. So I made that my website, and over the years, I've branded myself as the Promo Man. Been in business for 30 years and been around for a long time. So people know the Promo Man at this point.
You've been servicing Lake Forest for 30 years, huh? A lot of businesses in town?
Yes, I've been a member of the Lake Forest Lake Bluff Chamber of Commerce for about 30 years.
Okay.
Businesses in Lake Forest and Lake Bluff, I've done business with about 48, 50 different companies there. Anything from the Chamber of Commerce to the both the Park District of Lake Forest and Lake Bluff, Pasquazy, just everybody. Lake Forest Open Lands. It's been a wonderful relationship with the two cities.
Who was telling me before the show, and I kind of have the same opinion. I'll say it nicer than Scoo. I haven't met a promo guy that I've really liked too much. Scoo, what did you?
I didn't say that. I said the pricing doesn't like the little guys.
Yeah.
Well, and that is true to a large extent. Everything has minimums. But I've got about 6,000 different factories and suppliers I can use. So I've made a specialty of working with the smaller companies. I also work with some of the large ones like the military, but for instance, I'm working on an order right now where we're doing 12 tumblers for a circus. So we can do small orders. Of course, everybody likes a big order, but I know the smaller companies need help too. So,
well, Ray, some people call this podcast a circus.
We don't have tumblers though.
No, we do a lot of tumbling.
I know where you can order some.
Well, if you take a wrong step out of Scoo's place, you could do some tumbling. Get to his place. He doesn't like this, Ray, but Scoo's business is Dakota Insurance Group, and he's located a beer spill away from the Lantern. We'll edit that in post. Scoo doesn't like that, but being an insurance group, what kind of tchotchkes had you had to buy, Scoo? Is tchotchke even a word anymore?
You know what? The way I feel, you can call it whatever you want as long as you buy it from me.
Yeah. But, calendars. What do you insurance guys do, Scoo? Calendars, refrigerator magnet?
I used to do when I was an agent with another large insurance firm. We had to buy all the time, and my biggest was lip balm. believe it or not. I used to have
Lip balm.
thousands. Oh yeah, that was a big
You
hit.
had to
Not for
kiss a
me.
lot of. You had to kiss a lot of
They made
hindquarters.
it.
Well, it ties.
Well, with the company I work for, you absolutely did to get business.
No, it does tie into the industry. You're protecting somebody's lips. Sunscreen, you're protecting them. We have one insurance company that every year they order these incredible chocolates for the companies that they work with. So it's been a wonderful relationship with insurance companies like yourself, to mom and pop shops, to we deal with some major universities. We deal with the Navy. I don't know if you're military at all or not, but we just delivered challenge coins for the Surgeon General. So we can get basically anything that you want.
Well, Ray, it's it's a funny thing about advertising. Half of it works. The problem is you don't know which half, right? And you have a promotion going with your guy behind you there. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yes. Actually, everybody's heard of Where's Waldo. So as we've been coming out of the pandemic, one of the things that I was concerned with was all the companies that have been suffering so badly for the past year and a half. And there's a lot of companies that are closed. So I came up with an idea to try to help get people into the businesses. So instead of Where's Waldo, we've got Where's the Promo Man? So we developed a web page, not a web page, a Facebook page, Where's the Promo Man? And we have businesses, and we just started the program. We have businesses all over that we're going to be putting these little stress ball superheroes in all over the county. And the idea is that the public can go to the Facebook page, see who the participating businesses are at that point, go to the business, take a picture, post it to the Facebook page, and tag the business. And at the end of every month, including starting actually today's the first drawing, we are giving away prizes, gift cards, gift certificates, prizes that the companies have provided for the people that have posted to the Facebook page. So later today, we'll have our first drawing, and that person will win a minimum of $50 today in goods and services. So whether it's a restaurant gift card, we have one of our banks gave us some cash. The whole idea is to get people back into the businesses. This is not a promotion for me. We're not asking anybody to go to our webpage or buy anything from us. I just wanted to find a fun way to get people back into the businesses.
Ray, when you find out who won that, why don't you email me that, and then we'll put it on our page. We'll put it on our news page, and we'll make sure we. I don't think Stu or I could win, but
Well,
not today. You haven't entered.
I need one in my window.
So let's encourage everybody to get out there. Check the Facebook page to see who the participating businesses are. And go find the Promo Man, take a picture, post it, and you can win some valuable prizes.
So that Promo Man could be in the window of Dakota Insurance Group. You'd have to look down a little bit. Yeah, okay. Got it.
Yeah, or it could sit on his file cabinet, as long as people can go in there and find it.
Okay. Stu, we'll make sure we send a bunch of people your way down there.
Definitely. I need one of those guys. Send them over.
We can definitely take care of that.
Now, Ray, how's the container shortage hit your business, or has it not because you have so many different suppliers?
Well, it makes it a little bit harder. When when the pandemic hit and all the air travel and the travel back and forth, both air and by sea stopped. The containers kind of built up here in the U.S. and none of them got back to China, or very little of them got back to China. The same thing with the airplanes. Most of this type of stuff was shipped over here in the belly of an airplane. And when travel stopped, the commuter travel, there was nothing to, there was no space to bring stuff back. So companies, and still companies are fighting for space on the airplanes and fighting to get stuff in containers. It does make it more challenging. Sometimes I have to find alternative products, like we're delivering bottles to a company today that originally started out as tumblers. And we found out that those tumblers won't be in inventory for 2 months. So, I had to present the customer with some options, and they chose a very nice bottle, which was shipped 2 days ago from the decorator, and they'll be delivered today. So it does make it tough, but there's ways of working around it as long as you're at least a little bit flexible.
In your 30 years, have you seen anything like this shortage?
Oh gosh, no. Last year business just died. Nobody was doing anything, especially in a business like mine that relies on people going out and seeing customers and doing trade shows and things like that. When that stops completely, my business just took a nosedive. So we had to find a way to do things, and people say pivot, which I'm not what you'd call a real techie person. So pivoting took a little bit different approach with me. Been making a lot of phone calls and trying to see as many people as I could, and offering services like we'll drop ship everything to your customer, to the individual people that would be getting them normally. And that's about, we've tried to do that, and it doesn't always fit into a business's plan, but we make that available.
What were some of the things you were doing last year?
As far as what?
Just getting business and all that. Like you said, probably just crushed you.
Well, making a lot of phone calls, sending a lot of emails. We had done a number of email blasts, just trying to let people know what's on special, what kind of things we can get for good prices. And, we had a few customers that placed their normal large order because they knew at the time things are going to come back. So when they do, we want to be ready.
Right.
But, sometimes you can't do a lot more than just sit there and wait.
Yeah, you got to go after it.
Yeah.
Did you do anything with your online presence? A lot of people had, people are stuck indoors, so they had to beef up their web pages and whatnot. Did you do that, or use social media more?
Well, I think I was more social media. Like I say, I'm not real techie, so anytime I want to do something to the website, I have to talk to my website guy, and of course he charges money to do that.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to learn more about social media and trying to make that approach. Sometimes it worked, and sometimes it wasn't quite as successful as I would have hoped it would have been.
Right. Got it. Okay. Small guys like me and Scoo, what are some of the typical orders? Like, we just started this podcast a few months ago, and let's say a koozie. How would we put together a koozie order?
Well, it's really fairly simple. We've got koozies. Geez, right now we can do them probably around 57 cents each. You can print on one side, two sides, or three sides, which includes the bottom. The company that I use mostly has a ton of different colors, and it's nice that they fold up kind of flat. The ones that are the scuba type material.
Yeah.
So it's easy to slip them into a shipping envelope rather than those big old foam ones that were kind of solid and took up a lot of space. Because unfortunately, shipping's gotten expensive too.
Yeah. No, that's right. So what? One color, two color, 57 cents. What's the minimum? A million?
No, the ones at 57 cents, it'd be a one color imprint. You could do one, two, or three spaces on the koozie, and I think the minimum is probably 300, maybe 500, one of the two. But we've got companies on the koozies, we can go full color, edge to edge. Of course, those aren't 57 cents.
Upload your logo and all that information. That process pretty easy.
Yeah, it's really very simple. We need vector art. So typically we'll ask people for Adobe Illustrator, either an AI or an EPS file. I like to get a PDF also because I have version CS4 on Illustrator. And if the customer can't provide CS4, that PDF will at least allow me to see what it's supposed to look like. So that when I see the proofs, when the proof comes through from the factory, I'll be able to tell right away if it's right or wrong. And that's an important part of the business. We try to proof every single order, unless for whatever reason, we've only been given like 2 days to get the order done, and there's just not time at that point.
Ray, you know what I'm going to do? Stu and I have been talking about, figuring out how to make get a tip jar or something going, because we do these shows and, we want to get a couple bucks, go and have a drink and whatnot, and, be part of Patreon and whatnot. And I think part of the people that listen to the podcast, what I think we're going to do is, if somebody joins our Patreon supporters, we're going to have the Lake Forest Social Club. And I think we need to get some koozies built up for that. So if you're a member, we're going to send them a koozie. When this show's over, I'm gonna reach out and get an order going with you. We'll start out small, because we don't have any money, but we figure if people see these cool koozies, maybe they'll want to support us and hand them out at certain events and whatnot. So what do you think, Stu? I'm gonna go do that. All right, good. Thumbs up from Stu. Okay, it beats a calendar or a pen.
Calendars are
that's his insurance go-to.
Calendars are still have some popularity, but they've been dying. They've been dying for years because everybody's got a smartphone and you got your calendar right on the phone.
Yeah, got it. All right, so Ray, we're gonna get an order going. We're gonna get started. We're gonna put, I keep telling everybody, I do go in, I do visit the businesses. I have been introduced to some of the different burgers in town that have been endorsed by SCU. I've been at the Peanut Gallery the last 2 Saturdays. So I get to go out once a week to have, a little treat. And I'm going to put my money where my mouth is with you, Ray. What's the best way to get a hold of your business? Is that promoman.net?
Well, the website is promoman.net. If you want to email me, it's ray@promoman.net, or you can call me at 847-672-7666.
Got it. And what other business would you like to recommend come on the show, Ray? Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Well, I've got a lot of good friends that are in business. Having been with the Chamber of Commerce for so long, and I'm also on the board of directors of another chamber.
Okay.
But there's I have a friend that she runs a company called Snarf Foods, and she does just incredible snacks and the pretzels with the chocolate and the caramel and M&Ms on them, and a killer caramel pizza. So Snarf Foods would be a good one.
Okay.
There are so many I could put together.
Yeah, just email me.
Sure.
Ray, email me.
I can do that.
Yeah. Wait till you get my order, though. Of course, Snarf Foods, that could be good insurance food. Stu, I could see.
I do a lot of snarfing.
No, the popcorn could be great for the dentist. Rezkowski. Oh yeah, the dentists love to give out popcorn.
There's a funny story behind what you just said.
Yeah.
A number of years ago, there was a dentist in one of the western suburbs, and I was visiting them to promote. I think they wanted to do bags at that point, and I talked them into doing candy.
Yeah.
And the approach I took was, I'll rot their teeth, you fix them. They like the idea.
I cracked a molar on a stupid popcorn kernel. I went in to get it fixed, and the dentist told me that's the number one. They don't care about referrals. They care about people eating popcorn. So there you go.
Well, Dr. then we should have them pass out microwave popcorn bags.
There you go.
That's right. All right, Ray. Hey, thanks for coming on the show, man.
Oh, thanks for having me. It's been a great time.
Okay. Thanks for listening to the Lake Forest Podcast. Please give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and smash that like button on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Let us know what you'd like to hear about in the upcoming shows. Again, I'm Pete, and I can be reached at pete@lakeforestpodcast.com. The link will be in the podcast notes below. On behalf of my co-host, Scoo Walker, we thank you for listening, and join the Patreon Lake Forest Podcast Social Club. Cue the band.